Welcome to the 11th meeting of the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Please turn your cell phones completely off. Even vibrations will interfere with the tape recordings of these processions. When addressing the commission, please remember to state and spell your name clearly and speak into the microphone. Commissioners, it looks like we have some minutes to approve.
Yes, motion to approve the regular and executive session minutes of the 36th and 38th, 40th and 43rd meetings dated 4/10/25, 4/24/25, 5/8/25 and 5/29/25.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the regular and executive session minutes for the 36th, 38th, 40th, and 43rd meetings as previously circulated. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. The minutes are approved. Going into public hearing, calling agenda item number 1, application number 24-01927 from Island Sound Studios LLC.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Commissioners, Devin Nicole representing Island Sound LLC. To my right, Mr. Brian Spicer, SPICER. He is the owner operator for Island Sound.
Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair and Commissioners. This matter was continued from the August 28th meeting. Public hearing kept open to allow the applicant to cure an affidavit of mailing deficiency, which was completed. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicants met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the July 3rd preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Vice Chair Hollinger prior to the public hearing.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to either speak for or against this application? Seeing none, commissioners, any questions or a form of action?
Question.
No question.
Motion to approve application number 24-01927.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-01927. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Application number 24-01927 is approved.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys.
Moving into license application, special license application, calling agenda item number 2, application number 26-00530 from International Council of Shopping Centers, Inc.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. My name is Vinka. That's Vinka, last name Boeddiman. I am here on behalf of International Council of Shopping Center.
Okay, would you walk us through your event, please?
Yeah, so this event is a 3-hour event that starts with a panel discussion with retail real estates. They are a national organization, and then after the panel, it just goes into a networking event.
Okay. So I see you're going to be wristbanding everyone that's 21 and over. Is that going to be at the bars, or is that going to be when they enter?
It would be at the bar.
Okay.
At this moment, we don't have any minors that will be attending. So if there is minor, they will not be wristband.
Okay. Well, commissioners, any questions or a form of action?
No question. Motion to approve application number 26-00530.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-00530. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Application number 26-00530 is approved. Good luck. Calling agenda item number 3, application number 26-00548 from Forward Oahu Nui.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Ben Marmoto, BNMARUMOTO, authorized agent for Forward Oahu Nui. To my right, June Eole, JUNEMAEOLE. There you go. Secretary for Forward Oahu Nui.
Okay, Mr. Marmoto, can you walk us through your event?
Yep, so this is a third instance of the event in the same location. We'll be wristbanding everyone in the secured area. There is one update to the security plan. I saw a slight discrepancy in what I meant into what I actually showed on paper. So it said 7 bonded guards, but there's actually a total of 11 in the secured area, 2 guards at each entrance, plus the 7 on the inside makes for the 11. We checked all the invoices and the order for this year. We're not changing anything. Last year worked really good. We do have 10 Honolulu Police Department special duty on the outside. Some of those are traffic control. It says 5 here. We have a 6 that's on the 3rd level of the parking structure to make sure no one's standing up there with bottles of any kind or that kind of stuff. Per usual, we've already cleared it with Alexander and Baldwin that anyone that reports to our security or their security, if they're intoxicated, they are allowed to leave their cars overnight, as well as our trolley service coming from Kainalu Elementary School. They're all clearing with that too.
Got ahead of Vice Chair's
Question.
Thank you. Always good to know people don't have to worry.
Yes, sir.
Commissioners, any questions or a form of action?
I have no questions.
Just the red delineation, is that gonna be like a barricade or is it just?
Yeah, because it's a street closure on the street, there are a lot of people, so we have a double barrier, so it makes it easier for our security to see any passing to the outside of the unsecured area.
Got it, okay, good. Another question.
Yeah, so I see 5, but I heard you say 10 HPD special duty.
Correct. For
Yeah.
traffic control, for the street closure, there's 4, and then the last one I just mentioned about being up top for that, for the basically a blue and white up top on just to make sure there's no bottles. The
Yeah.
structure to the left, which is probably out of frame.
Yeah, because I was thinking, man, that can get kind of expensive.
It is kind of expensive.
Okay, thank you. No further questions. All right, motion to approve. Application number 26-00548.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-00548. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Application number 26-00548 is approved. Thank you.
Commissioner.
Calling agenda item number 4, application number 26-00552 from Hawaii Restaurant Association, EVA Hawaii Restaurant Association.
Aloha Commission, I'm Michael Palmer, MICHAEL, Chairman, Hawaii Restaurant Association.
Del Tanioka, DELLE, N as in Nancy, IOKA, and admin for Hawaii Restaurant Association.
Mr. Palmer, can you walk us through your event?
Yes, I believe this is the 17th year we've had it at the Sheraton. It's a fundraiser for the Hawaii Restaurant Educational Fund. They're the beneficiary. We're obviously a nonprofit. And yeah, it's an event. Liquor being served is donated by the vendors and poured for the guests. We have wristbands for the guests that are 21 and over. There are very few minors usually attend the event. And it's mostly just food, beverage, and the program consists of, sharing what the HRA's mission is and honoring some honorees as well.
So your red delineated space where you're gonna be serving alcohol, it's in a ballroom, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Is there going to be stanchions or something enclosing that space, or is that just going to be where the only place that alcohol is gonna be served?
there's doors entry to the ballroom, and then in the area where the liquor is served is a separate area as well.
I have no other questions. Commissioners, any other questions or a form of action?
Done. Motion to approve application number 26-00552.
second,
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-00552. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Application number 26-00552 is approved. Thank you, folks. Okay, calling agenda item number 5, request number 26-00532 from Ross Chinsata on behalf of Waikiki Turtle Snorkeling LLC.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission, Phil Show, authorized agent, appearing on behalf of the requesting party. But nothing further to add.
So Mr. Nishioka,
Yes,
first couple of things, right? Currently, I believe the commission has authorized the administration to work with people on these types of requests. So not really sure what your request is, kind of why you're making the request. We've kind of already, I believe, authorized the administration to work on this.
I'll confirm the commission has delegated authority to the administrator to accept for processing applications for special licenses in excess of 12 days per calendar quarter. So we could actually approve this and process it for administratively. The actual applications themselves will appear before you because they're specials.
I believe Mr. Starr took this course of action due to the fact there was a tour cruise vessel situation, so he just wanted to make sure, cover our bases. But if that's the inclination of the commission, I would just withdraw it at this point. And we'll, do it, present the application for special license and have it processed in a normal course.
Please take action on
Okay.
the withdrawal.
Okay, so we'll need a motion to take action on the withdrawal for agenda item number 5.
Okay, so motion to withdraw request number 26000532.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to accept the request to withdraw agenda item number 5, request number 26-00532. Any nays or any objections or any reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Request number 26-00532 has been withdrawn. Calling agenda item number 6, request number 26-00533 from Martin South on behalf of Nona's Hawaii LLC.
Again, good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission, Greg Nishioka, authorized agent, appearing on behalf of the requesting party. Taking the commission's comments with regard to the prior agenda item, we would ask that we withdraw this matter and submit the special license application and have it processed in the normal course.
All right, motion to withdraw request number 26-00533.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve to withdraw request number 26-00533. Any nays or any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Request number 26-00533 is withdrawn.
Thank you.
Thank you. Going on to agenda item number 7, request number 26-00553 from Naomi Cole on behalf of Ichiriki Kalihi LLC.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Naomi Cole on behalf of Ichiriki Kalihi LLC. We are requesting a waiver of the 5-day rule in order to submit our application for liquor license.
Okay.
And no question.
Have
Nothing's right.
So you're requesting the waiver for the 5 days because it's going to be surrendered and closed, the business is going to close?
There's a requirement that we have to submit the temporary liquor license application within 5 days of the prior licensee's liquor license being surrendered or forfeited or turned in. And so it's past that 5 days. So we're just requesting a waiver of that.
Good. All right, motion to approve request number 26-00553.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 26-00553. Any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the chair also votes aye. Request number 26-00553 is approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 8. Liquor Administrator. Administrative matters.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Sal Petilos, Administrator, Honolulu Liquor Commission. For this week's upload, I just wanted to let you know that we submitted to HGA letters requesting consultation on mandatory LGBTQ+ training. random assignment and routine inspections, as well as electronic DAR with geolocation. We set a consultation deadline of 10/1/2025 for those policies and procedures. Additionally, Chief Neri began bi-weekly meetings with licensing to focus on application status updates. I think we are all concerned about how long it takes to process applications and the fact that we seem to be always behind when it comes to submissions versus completions of applications. So we're just trying to see, just to be a more systematic look at what's going on within the licensing with regard to the applications. I also met with a deputy managing director along with Jimmy Chan for our monthly update with the mayor's office and the operations of the agency. I think the concern raised was whether or not we were maintaining our staffing levels. Staffing levels change, but I think we've been successful, at least with regard to LCI1. So I know we lost a few the last few months, but we were also recruiting other individuals. So in fact, I think somebody will be coming in on 16th, and then there are a couple more that are going through the process right now. So hopefully we'll replenish what we lost and maybe gain even more as we move forward. Additionally, one of the difficult positions that we've had filling have been office assistants, to work the front desk, and this week we actually had a list of several candidates, and at this point we've conducted 2 out of 3 interview dates, and we've interviewed I think 3, 5, and 4 will be interviewed tomorrow. And from what I understand, there are some candidates that have done well. That said, with regard to these positions, hiring is really competitive. So there are other city and state agencies that are probably looking at these individuals as well. So we hope to hire people, but we'll see what happens in the process. Finally, I met with Robbie Baldwin, representative for Scarlet Honolulu, for our quarterly meeting on the progress that we're making with regard to Wei Chen's system review recommendations. I think it went pretty well. He and advised of the progress we've made with regard to body worn cameras, where we are in terms of creating or developing the applications for randomized inspections, as well as the electronic geolocation, and the fact that we've also submitted policies to HGA to make sure that with the change in working conditions, things are covered on that side of it. He did raise a bit of a question. I think he thought that perhaps in terms of outreach, you could tell people more about what we're doing with regard to the system review. But I think we discuss it here, and we'll be discussing more often as I submit quarterly. So we'll keep in touch with them and see exactly what to see what they would like us to do beyond the updates to you. The hard part about that is that you want some time to see whether or not things actually do develop and whether or not things change. So forcing information out like every couple of weeks or so may not be that beneficial, because sometimes change takes time. And I think even just in view of say the policies and procedures for body worn cameras and uniforms that they go on. Also, one area too is he asked if the commissioners would do their ride alongs.
Hmm.
I think for Scarlett, it's essential that the commissioners understand the environment and what enforcement investigators go through on a daily basis. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Can you go back as to what was he requesting as far as reports or updates from you?
Oh, so, we're required by our settlement agreement to discuss with them our progress with a system review. What he thinks that we could be better in letting the public know how we're progressing. And for me, that usually takes place in terms of what I do with regard to our progress, especially when it comes to settlement agreement. I file a letter with the court outlining the things that we've done for the last quarter. I also provide them with a matrix to show how we're progressing on all those 18 recommendations. I think for them, it's great that they see how we're progressing. And it's just a question of if we can get that information out onto the public.
Do you think that's a valid request?
The validity of it, I think it's valid in the sense that I'm more than willing to discuss whatever happens with regard to how we're progressing on the system review. As to whether or not I need to do more than what I do now, I'm not really sure, and I'm not sure how to essentially reach out to the public and say, here are things that we're doing, rather than say it, than talking about it when we're almost on a weekly basis as to how we're progressing the things. So I think it's just a question. I think what he did say was that, hey, you're doing a lot of good things, and I just wish that you could broadcast this for them.
It's just my 2 cents. I would have some concerns about that. I don't, for you to report to him directly or provide him updates, I think that's fine. But I think for the Liquor Commission to go out publicly with their updates, I think that should be discussed with the mayor's office.
Well, I think when it comes to the discussion, well, the meetings are public, so the updates are public. As to whether we can do that more broadly or through other means, yeah, it's probably something that we need to discuss with the communications team.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm going to state is, look, part of the agreement of our settlement is to do what we have to do with the courts, to meet with him, to provide that update. If we want to maybe do something at a meeting that's agendaized prior to your meeting with him, to put out where we are, how often we meet with them, if it's quarterly or something like that, and put out some updates that you may be providing him prior to providing it to him at a public hearing, which is open to the public to listen to. I'm not against something like that, but I don't think we need to go beyond what we're already doing.
And that said, I think when I filed with the court, all the information about the latest developments that we do, I usually try to get in front of you to be able to discuss what was done and so on and so forth. And then after I discuss that with you, I usually send out whatever I filed with the court to the plaintiffs. So that's how they get informed, and they come and eventually we'll meet at some point in time to discuss progress or any concerns they may have about what we're doing.
Because to me, it's a public meeting, it's publicly open, people can watch it on rewatch. It's open, it's agendaized. I think we're meeting our requirement to tell the public about what's happening or what we're moving on and what we've done. And to go more than that, I think we might be opening ourselves up to some other areas, because then it's gonna be requested, we should do more of that for everything else. Which, I think we're doing pretty openly, publicly, everything we do,
Agree.
so. Okay, any other comments or questions? All right, thank you. Moving on to our next agenda item, number 9, Liquor Commission announcements. Any announcements, anyone?
Nope.